Hey everyone. It's time. It's time for another live stream and everything. Oh, hold up. Hey. I don't know if things are going to cut out here. If they did, well, this is the start of the bit, but if not, I just had to make sure I changed the resolution so that I can actually stream at a consistent rate. So yeah, that's the goal there. I'll go ahead and make a post, a community post, because that's what the cool kids are doing nowadays on YouTube. Let's see. Posts. Video. Obviously, we're doing. We're gonna be. I'm just gonna make sure I'm gonna. That's good enough. Alright. Hawks are on today. They're playing the Red Wings. The hated Red Wings. Oh. Yeah, I was watching the end of the game last year. That was pretty brutal, to say the least. Pretty brutal way to go out there, so. Jim Corneliuson! You know we're gonna win when Jim Corneliuson sings the national anthem. I love Jim Corneliuson. Oh, what a guy. What a guy. I forgot. I gotta make sure I get the chat up. There we go. There's the chat. Oh, yeah, I forgot I have notifications turned on now for NHL. I was wondering why I wasn't getting notifications. Then I realized because I had it on my phone, I had the turn notifications on, and I had the notifications set for the Hawks, and then I realized on like the main settings screen, I didn't press the slider that actually allowed the notifications to go through. So yeah, that's fun. Anyways. I can tell you guys, I'm really I'm really excited to do this one. Because the first two ones, they're kind of nice warm-up games. Be able to kind of like understand what I'm doing here. But this is where I think it really starts to be like, alright, I've done this a couple times. Let's get in a rhythm. Well, and this is the first time, and of course, because the last two games were like both like the first 5 games of the year. It's been a while it's been a couple weeks since I've done one of these. So I'm really looking forward to go ahead and give a chance. All right, yep. It is Cam Talbot in goal for the Red Wings. 6 games played, is a 3-1-1. Is 3-1-1 in said contests. Is averaging 2.73 goals against. For the Blackhawks, it's Peter Mrazek. He's going to be playing in his 11th game this season. 4-6 so far, about 3 goals on average with a .900 save percentage even. So a lot going for the starter in Chicago. Detroit's goaltending situation has been much more balanced between Cam Talbot and Alex Lyon. Not the case for Chicago, with Peter Mrazek taking the vast majority of games. Arvid Soderblom has played in just 3 of the 13 Blackhawks contests. Red Wings Blackhawks in Chicago, underway from the United Center. Another reminder that this is the first time that I do a game that the Hawks play at home on this channel. So first time I get to call a game here at the UC. Make sure I got everything right. We're good. Hawks take control early in this one. It's Connor Murphy with the lead pass up towards Jason Dickinson. Third line, the starting line for the Blackhawks. Dickinson, Mikheyev, and Teravainen. The top line has changed slightly since the beginning of the season. It now is Kurashev, Bedard, and Donato, who leads the team in goals with 7 of them this year. Confer towards the center as he has it behind the Hawks net and loses control of the puck. Top line out there for Chicago, that aforementioned line with the leading point scorer and the leading goal scorer for the Blackhawks in Connor Bedard and Ryan Donato, respectively. Donato's been a big surprise and a big contributor early in this season. Again, 7 goals leading the team. Bedard has played very well, had a 3-assist game on Sunday in Anaheim, which I was there for, by the way. That was awesome. I can talk more about it later. But Ryan Donato's been the biggest contributor in putting the puck in the back of the net. Donato's got a 5-game point streak with 7 of his 9 points coming in that streak. 5 goals and 2 assists. Here's a shot that's stopped by Peter Mrazek for the first save of the game. So a nice start to this one. Both teams kind of getting a feel for each other. Derek Lalonde in his 3rd season as Red Wings head coach, looking to take the team to the playoffs for the first time since 2015. Been nearly a decade since this storied franchise has played postseason hockey, which is very much unlike this franchise right after having a, if I'm correct, near 30-year streak in the playoffs. Taylor Hall has his first shot deflected, and then he puts one on net on Talbot. He makes the stop. Another shot that missed the net. Taylor Hall lost it. Foligno around the side. Alex Vlasic over to the side. Kaiser towards the net. Can't get it in there. Bertuzzi over there, the former Red Wing, played his best hockey in Detroit. His longest stint with the team has been with Detroit. This is his 4th original 6 team in 4 years. Detroit, Boston, Toronto, and now Chicago. Here's Patrick Maroon in the offensive zone, dropping off Smith. Here's a shot from Nolan Allen that gets stopped by Cam Talbot. Fisher will send it down, and that is icing against the Red Wings. I forgot to start the clock again. That's my bad. Detroit, though, even though they got playoff aspirations, they're having a bit of a slow start to the season. Both teams coming with 11 points. Detroit 5-5-1, Chicago 5-7-1. But Detroit really trying to put together a nice little winning streak to kind of put themselves in a good position. But there is no reason for alarm for either of these teams quite yet. They're at a position where it's still early in the season. It's still the first month. We're coming up on the end of said first month of the NHL season. And both teams finding themselves on the outside looking in when it comes to playoff picture. Here's Allen. Off the face-off for Chicago. Connor Murphy towards the net. Bounced off the end boards. Patrick Maroon trying to take possession. Now shoves the Red Wing defender into the boards. Lucas Reichel out there trying to win back possession for Chicago as the Red Wings take over and crossed into their offensive zone. And so they play it out towards center and into their own defensive zone. Regroup, get some fresh legs out there. A little over 3 minutes gone in this first period, no score. Alex DeBrincat with the top line out there. Patrick Kane, Alex DeBrincat, and Dylan Larkin. Tough angle shot, missed the net. Dickinson, lead pass ahead for Mikheyev, trying to backhand it in towards Teravainen. Moritz Seider over there to play defense. And he wins possession back for the Red Wings. But then it's turned over off the stick of Larkin. Teravainen behind the goal line. Now leaves it for Dickinson. Back up top towards Kaiser. Seth Jones towards the net. Blocked before it gets to Talbot. And cleared away by Detroit. 4 minutes in, no score. A couple nice possessions from Chicago and Detroit. Dickinson trying to take possession, but Seth Jones will just hold on to it and hand it off to Wyatt Kaiser, who's found himself on the top pair in Chicago after Alec Martinez went down with an injury. Connor Bedard trying to pass it backwards, and he finds a way to get it to a defenseman. There's a shot that just trickles wide. Talbot got enough on it to keep it out. Shot towards the net from Vlasic. Does not go. Kurashev finds Donato. And now I'll flip it back towards Bedard. Behind the net. Now back up. And sent back down in. Seider trying to clear. Connor Murphy trying to keep it in. But the Red Wings have possession. And it will be lifted in off the stick of Lucas Raymond. The leading point scorer for this Detroit team, who has just 1 goal on the year. Raymond has been a true playmaker with 10 assists for the Red Wings. So puck loose at neutral ice and will be sent down into the Chicago side where it is icing against the Red Wings. So a nice start to this one. Both teams feeling each other out. Nice shot from Connor Murphy that just trickles wide. And it hits Donato. That hits off of Donato's skate, and just is able to be kicked out by Cam Talbot. Detroit sucks. Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that mentality. Nolan Allen off the faceoff finds Taylor Hall. He waits. Now shoots one from the blue line. Stopped. Rebound loose. Still loose. Talbot able to cover it as Seth Jones was in there to try and bang it through the 5-hole. Not a position you see the defenseman in a lot. But you have Taylor Hall shooting long ways. A good opportunity. They're getting opportunities on net, and that's what they need right now. They're playing good. Yeah, I mean, who would have thought that Seth Jones was going to be in a scramble in front like that? And so Detroit wins the faceoff this time. Edvinsson trying to clear it for the Red Wings, which he does. Puck still loose at neutral ice, where it's taken by Chicago in that second line. A veteran line with Nick Foligno, Taylor Hall, and Tyler Bertuzzi. Cleared out by the Red Wings. Vladimir Tarasenko acquired from the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers in the offseason. Formerly of the St. Louis Blues, so already has a very long history with the Chicago Blackhawks. So 14-17 left in this first period. Detroit struggling to get really many opportunities on net here. Chicago has dominated time of possession, as we have a neutral zone face-off on the Detroit side of the ice. Both sides fight for the puck in neutral ice, where it's taken by Kaiser. And he's called offsides as well. So they'll do it again at the same spot on Detroit's side of neutral ice. Off the face-off, it's taken by the Blackhawks this time, cleanly. And it's just barreled around the boards. Puck loose at the blue line and taken by the Red Wings. Skating with a lot of speed is the speedster Joe Veleno for the fourth line of this Detroit team. Rasmussen has it in the corner. Now it pass over towards Veleno. He can't quite get it towards Mrazek. And that one deflected up into the netting. Stoppage, but an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Red Wings. And we're going to go ahead and take a break here. No score between the Hawks and the Red Wings in Chicago. Perfect. Hi. Detroit sucks. Yeah, it'd be great if the Hawks would beat Detroit, honestly. Seriously, man. I would love it if they ended up winning that one. Especially considering they've been on a bit of a hot streak. You know, they've won their last two. I saw them in Anaheim, which was awesome. They played so well in that game. Anaheim looked garbage. They looked like trash in that game. They had no answers for a goaltender that was letting up 4 goals a game last year. They looked terrible. So, huge for the Hawks to get a nice win there. And, yeah. But they have a nice start here. The last 2 games that I watched like this, they did not have this type of a start. Especially that game in Utah. They had a terrible start to that game. I'm talking about Jeremy Roenick now. Oh, because he is going to be going to the Hockey Hall of Fame this year? I did not see that. What? How have I not seen that about this at all? Yeah, I guess, yeah. Fake fan, I guess. Jeez. Jeremy Roenick's friends set the over-under for his Hall of Fame speech on when he starts crying at 5 words. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Anyways, back to hockey here in the modern day. Jeremy Roenick, of course, a legend in Chicago, the star behind those early 90s teams, as a whistle on the other end towards Cam Talbot. So, yeah, huge legend in Chicago. But, oh, hang on, they were playing Jeremy Roenick highlights. What a guy, dude. This guy was awesome. And so we're off again. 13 minutes to go in the first period, no score. Lucas Raymond, or excuse me, that's Michael Rasmussen trying to chase it down towards the net. JT Confer's over there. Lucas Raymond down to Confer. Confer towards the center and towards the slot, but swarm of Blackhawk defenders keep that one away as a stoppage of play in neutral ice. A little bit of a shove. They stop play. So, there you go. Oh, wow. Pavel Datsyuk made it in this year. Man, I had Shea Weber. Man, Pavel Datsyuk. I don't really remember, honestly. I don't. No. There you go. I'd assume they're going to talk about Pavel Datsyuk at some point tonight. Detroit entering their offensive zone with their top defenseman, Simon Edvinsson, or one of their top defenders, top pair, with the third line out. Cleared down and icing called against Chicago. I literally called it. They're going to talk about Pavel Datsyuk. There he is. What a guy. That guy was really good. So an offensive zone draw won by Detroit before they call everyone back to the face-off circle. Couple of false starts, couple of problems with the face-offs here in the last minute of play. Bedard in the circle for Chicago, Larkin in there for Detroit. Shot gets deflected off the stick of Kurashev, and it's cleared out by Chicago. Johansson trying to clear it out. It's still stuck at the blue line before it's taken by the Red Wings. Patrick Kane has it along the side before it goes right by him towards the stick of Alex Vlasic. And now they're going to stop play. Offsides called against Detroit. Tyler Bertuzzi kicked off his skate, now up to Taylor Hall. As play resumes between the Hawks and the Red Wings. Vlasic sends it towards the net and kept in by Isaac Phillips. Bertuzzi keeps it in again after a potential clear attempt and now is cleared away by Detroit. Send it into their offensive zone. Behind the Hawk net, fighting for it in the corner and now taken by Tyler Bertuzzi as he whacks at it and clears the zone. Taken back by the Red Wings. They'll prevent icing. Here's Jeff Petrie. Getting it ahead before it's picked off by the Hawks offense. Petrie has to chase back and make a play. Gets it over towards his defensive partner Ben Sherratt as he clears the zone. Puck loose at center ice. Patrick Maroon sends it around the boards. Kick towards the front and a tumble taken by Patrick Maroon over Cam Talbot. And it will exit the zone. Here's Nolan Allen. Gives to Connor Murphy. So here's Johansson now. Johansson behind his own net as he waits for fresh legs to get out there for the Red Wings. Halfway through period one, no score from Chicago. Pass ahead towards Eric Gustafsson. Tarasenko in the left wing corner. Or the right wing corner, excuse me. They fight for it down low and taken back by Seth Jones as he elevates this puck out of the zone. It's batted down by the Red Wings. And cleared that back to the defense of the Blackhawks. They trade places with the Red Wings defense. Eric Gustafsson trying to get it away from Teravainen. And the lead pass tapped off the stick of Jonathan Berggren. And kept in the zone by Detroit. Berggren. Centering feed towards Marco Kasper, not there. Ryan Donato trying to take possession and start a rush before it's taken back by the top defensive pair for the Red Wings. DeBrincat, and a good look, and what a stop by Peter Mrazek. Somehow keeps it out off the stick of the former Blackhawk. And now a fan on a shot from Edvinsson, but he keeps possession. Edvinsson trying to take control and get it away out of his possession, and it's cleared away by Chicago. But a great, great chance for Alex DeBrincat. DeBrincat now ahead to Edvinsson, back to Larkin. Larkin towards the net. Patrick Kane. Kane backhands it to Larkin. Over towards Seider. Now Larkin. DeBrincat off the crossbar. And Alex DeBrincat with a couple of grade A opportunities in just a span of 30 seconds, but cannot finish. And Peter Mrazek with a beauty of a save to keep that one out of the net. And then Alex DeBrincat hits the crossbar moments later. Still no score in Chicago. Whew. That was brutal. Dude, this makes me so sad. I really... two of my favorite Blackhawks ever. Of course, Patrick Kane was the first player I fell in love with for this team. But Alex DeBrincat, like, I knew, and I had my mind set on getting an Alex DeBrincat jersey when Patrick Kane inevitably either retired or left Chicago. And then DeBrincat left before him to Ottawa. And then now he's in Detroit. Oh, it's brutal. But I still love Alex DeBrincat. He's such a awesome guy. I have no ill will towards Alex DeBrincat. And frankly, the thing is both DeBrincat and Kane didn't leave Chicago to go straight to Detroit. They went somewhere else and then wound up in Detroit right after. Because DeBrincat went to Ottawa, and then Kane went to New York. And then they both end up in Detroit, and because Kane wants to go play with DeBrincat. And he wanted to go play with Panarin again, and now he wants to play with DeBrincat. Still have no idea how, what's-his-face, let both Panarin and DeBrincat walk. It's embarrassing. But, obviously, they got a great line there. Kane and DeBrincat, and then you got Dylan Larkin as the center, the captain. Like, wow. Anyways, back to the game. Welcome back to Chicago. The Red Wings and the Blackhawks still tied at 0, no score. And a couple nice opportunities for the Red Wings in the last handful of last couple minutes. Alex DeBrincat with a couple really good opportunities, but Peter Mrazek getting the best of him to keep this game scoreless. Off the face-off, it's Chicago taking control. Bertuzzi to send it in rolling around the boards ever so quietly. Foligno flips it around the other way before it's taken back by the Red Wings. JT Compher across the blue line. 2-on-1. Compher trying to pass it in front, and a nice play by Wyatt Kaiser to disrupt that shot. And he clears it himself. Now it's Foligno. Foligno towards Taylor Hall behind the Red Wing net. Still loose back there in the trapezoid. And taken back by Detroit. They still fight it for it along the near boards. Bertuzzi trying to take control, in which he does now against his former team. Jones fakes a slap shot, gives to Bertuzzi. Back up to Kaiser. Kaiser towards the net, missed it. And they fight for it again in the boards. Foligno down towards Bertuzzi. Chicago with some nice sustained pressure. Jones towards the blue line now. Down towards Hall. Flips it with Jones. Tough angle shot. Doesn't get to Talbot. They fight for it in the right wing corner. Bertuzzi back up top. Brody shooting one. Missed the net. Brody's in. Isaac Phillips, who scored just his second career goal on Sunday against Anaheim. It's Reichel now towards the net. He missed it high, and it goes into the netting. So some good sustained pressure for Chicago, but cannot find a way to beat Cam Talbot. Why is, TJ Brody's out? Or no, that wasn't TJ Brody. That was Patrick Room. What the hell was I thinking? I was like, Brody's a scratch. What is he doing out there? Yeah, great. That was a great play by Wyatt Kaiser. That was a really good play by Kaiser. That's huge for a guy that's playing in his third season in the NHL. He's playing very good defense, and he deserves to be on this top pair with how he's playing right now. Seems like he's playing well with Jones, too. 6:50 to go in this first period. Chicago out shooting Detroit 6-2 throughout this first frame. Eric Gustafsson off the faceoff for Detroit, trying to clear the zone, kept in by Isaac Phillips for a moment before it's taken back by the Red Wings. A nice pass over towards Veleno. Down towards Rasmussen. Michael Rasmussen. Now it's Veleno again towards the net. Missed it wide. They still fight for it now in the right wing corner in the Chicago defensive zone. Now Chicago takes control and they'll clear it away before they lose it. And Rasmussen nearly was able to take opportunity with that steal, but his line mate went off sides. Detroit regroups, now re-enters the zone. Backhand pass towards the slot, not there, and cleared out by Chicago once more. Tarasenko ahead. And Kasper doesn't quite get a clean shot off there. Couple deflections, and now the Red Wings trying to keep possession in the offensive zone, something they have not done very well in this first period. Berggren. Cross-ice pass to Sherratt. Down low behind the Hawk net. Now along the near boards, it's Berggren again. 2-on-2 battle for it. Berggren trying to find a possession, and he does. Trying to throw towards the net in the slot before it's taken away by Connor Murphy. And cleared out. Down towards the offensive zone now. Philip Kurashev down there for Chicago. Red Wings take possession. Bedard cannot keep possession. Kept in, though, by Wyatt Kaiser. Kurashev in the trapezoid towards Bedard along the far boards. Jones towards the net, deflected before it gets to Talbot. Donato twisted off the puck. Now taken there by Albert Johansson. Kaiser leaves it for Bedard. He gets hit off the puck, and it will be cleared away by Detroit. Patrick Kane tripped up by Bedard, and he's going to be called for that one. That is a textbook trip, Connor. That is a textbook trip. That is a bad penalty. So the Red Wings are going to go to the power play after Patrick Kane draws the penalty from Connor Bedard. So the star of yesterday fouled by the star of today. Power play Red Wings when we come back. There you go. I mean, I don't know. This isn't, it's not the most exhilarating game so far, I will admit. But, I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but also, like, Hawks have had a couple good opportunities, would like to see one go in. But they got to contain this Detroit power play. That's the bottom line right now. Yeah, I got nothing to add, honestly. If you got any thoughts, got any things you want me to talk about, you can drop them in the chat. Helps foster the conversation. I don't really know where to start it. Well, they're coming back. Bedard's going to the box. That's not good. But yeah, no, he clearly tripped Patrick Kane. So yeah, it's textbook. So now the Blackhawks are going to have to kill a penalty. The Red Wings' power play has been pretty good this year. 26%, good for 7th in the league so far through the first month. Oh, they put Kane's number in the rafters? Was that tonight? They put Kane's number in the rafters. Oh, good, 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 good. Taves is next. Raymond holding on to the puck. Hawks penalty kill has been all right, below average. They're sitting at 75%, 21st in the league. 7 straight games for the Hawks allowing 1 power play goal or more. Kane holds towards the net. It's loose. Jones trying to fight for it. Mrazek's on top of it. So Kane trying to put one through for his Red Wings. With another former Blackhawk out there and Alex DeBrincat. You got this top line and this... The top power play unit for this Red Wings team is just the top line and the top defensive pair, which is not always a bad thing. Though the extra forward, they've taken Edvinsson out and replaced him with Lucas Raymond, who I think is probably their best player, best forward outside of the top line. Patrick Kane off the faceoff towards the net. It gets blocked before it gets to Mrazek, and it's cleared out by Chicago. The power play for the Red Wings halfway gone. Sider drops it off. And the Red Wings will start the rush. Cross-ice pass to Dylan Larkin. Trying to pass it back where it's taken by Kurashev. And now a shorthanded opportunity. Kurashev drops it off. Kaiser towards the net. And deflected. Talbot's on it and clears it away. DeBrincat to Kane. Kane backhands it towards the net. And it's blockered away by Mrazek. Ilya Mikheyev has it. Lead pass. He finds Philip Kurashev. Shoots one towards the net. Pad save for Talbot. 25 seconds to go on this Red Wings power play. 20 seconds. Fresh legs out there. Kasper trying to play it over towards Comfer. Now Berggren loses it. Petrie able to keep it in. 5 seconds on the power play. Comfer looking. Comfer towards the net now. A move right in front. Shoved into Mrazek. And he plays it away. It's cleared back by Chicago. Penalty's been killed. Bedard chasing it down. Bedard steals. Bedard hit by Tarasenko off the puck. Berggren towards the net. Missed it. And Foligno with a response hit. Here's Bertuzzi exiting the zone for Chicago. Murphy. Bertuzzi is shot. Glove save. Talbot. Yeah, we're getting a better ending to this period here. Oh, look at that. Bedard out racing Jeff Petrie for the puck, but he does get hit and kind of blown up there by Tarasenko in the back end of that play. The Canucks go. Phillips off the faceoff. Jones with a blast. Missed the net. Taken back. Phillips has his shot deflected by Bertuzzi. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period. Sticked away by Talbot. Taken back by Foligno. Red Wings will exit the zone. Touch pass up ahead. Christian Fischer down there to try and take possession for Detroit. Fischer chasing it down in the left wing corner. Puck still loose and cleared out. Fischer overskated the puck, but he's in his defensive zone. No worries there. He'll get it over to some fresh legs for the Red Wings. Moritz Seider, their top defender, trying to send it into the zone for the top line. Can't do so. Sent back out. Back up to DeBrincat. He loses possession. Mikheyev, backhand pass towards Teravainen. And a late offsides called against the Chicago Blackhawks. 1 minute to go in this first period. Still no score. Blackhawks out shooting the Red Wings 10-4. So a face-off in the neutral zone. Won by Detroit. Sider in the final minute of the first period. Lead pass ahead towards Larkin. DeBrincat spins back towards Larkin. Larkin towards Kane, and he can't handle it. Kane loses possession. Ilya Mikheyev now backhands it into a backhand pass to himself. Shuffles it over to Teravainen. Back up top. Shot from Vlasic missed the net. Mikheyev chases it down. Back down low for Dickinson. And they're taking Teravainen in the left wing's corner. Teravainen finds Dickinson behind the Red Wing net, who sends it back up top. Alex Vlasic moving around Kane. Vlasic pivots back up towards the blue line. Now swaps with Connor Murphy, who's now down below the goal line. Fighting with Sider for the puck. DeBrincat steals. Gets it over to Kane. Kane, saucer pass up to Larkin. Now here come the Red Wings. Larkin's pass blocked, and now they score on the rebound. Alex DeBrincat in the final second of the first period. Wow. That is brutal. With 1.5 seconds to go in the first period, a nice pass from Kane, and then Larkin's pass deflected, but he's able to stick with it, and then DeBrincat's there on the back door. And, yeah, it's 1-0 Red Wings. Former Blackhawk downing his former team, scoring a goal against his former team once more. That's the end of the first period. It's a 1-0 Detroit. I'm like, yeah, like, what? My gosh. Like, they did a good job defending it, but Larkin sticks with it, and then, what do you know, DeBrincat's just uncovered. And then, yeah, it's an easy, that's pretty much a tap-in, without it being a literal tap-in. So, that one's going to hurt, as the Hawks go to the locker room now trailing 1-0 instead of even with no score. End of the first. And the Hawks are losing. That's brutal. That is brutal. You give up those goals, it always feels like you lose those games. Honestly, especially if this game's going to be a 1-goal game and the Red Wings win by 1 goal, that is definitely going to be something you're going to be looking back on. And you're like, can't hold for another second and a half. It's an odd man rush. It's a bit of a fluky play, and it comes at the end of the period. Those are probably some of the most brutal goals that you'll see. Yeah, I'm checking something real quick. All right. Anyways, good evening. Time to watch some more Hawks hockey. Hey. Like, the Hawks in this game as well, they will be 1 game under. They've improved, and also they won back-to-back. Yeah. It's 1-0. Obviously, you can see it. It's 1-0. Detroit. Alex DeBrincat scored. Of course. The Hawks win this game as well. They will be 1 game under 500. They've improved, and they also won a back-to-back on Saturday. That was huge. And again, as people are familiar with, I do live in the Southern California area. I didn't go see them up in LA. I went and saw them play in Anaheim, and they played phenomenal. They played very well. They got dominated in the first half of that first period, but got the game's first goal on their 3rd shot, and they just didn't look back. They were leading 2-0 at the end of the first. They were up 3-0, and then won the game by 2 goals. They played very well. Very, very well. Was very impressed with how they played and how Arvid Soderblom played. Not gonna lie, I was really nervous. Seeing them go down. You know, and Mrazek was the goalie that should have played in that game against LA. But I was also just like, oh, great. I got to watch Arvid Soderblom play. Ryan Donato. Yeah, he's had a good season so far. Ryan Donato's looked really good. Leads the team in goals. On the top line with Bedard and Kurashev. I mean, they just look really, really good. He deserves to be on that top line, though I probably would like to see either... I don't know if I agree with Bedard or Kurashev being on that top line as well, not going to lie. I didn't realize that they kind of shifted the lines a little bit. So when I saw Teuvo Teravainen playing with Dickinson and Mikheyev, I was really confused. So, but I mean, he scored a goal in our game, you know, on Sunday, so that was nice. But yeah, that one kind of stunk. Or well, I was looking at the goal. Sorry, that did stink. But yeah, that game was great. That was awesome. That was super fun to go to. The plan is hopefully to go to the other one in March. But yeah, sucks you let that one up. You gotta. There's 2 ways you can handle that type of thing. You bounce back, and you play hard. You tie the game, or you let the wheels come off the bus. So yeah. I mean, it was the clearest trip I've ever seen in my entire life. Bedard tripping Kane, like, it was the clearest trip ever. Like, I don't know, he shouldn't have done it. But, like, it didn't really matter too much because, of course, they killed the penalty. Yeah. Welcome into the chat, everyone. I sub you, I like you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Hope you all are having a good night. NHL on TNT. Good stuff. Bears. Oh, yeah. Don't even get me started on the Bears, honestly. Don't even get me started about them. I just want to forget. Because, again, I recorded my reaction this week late because, of course, we were in Anaheim to go watch the Hawks play. And that game started about, I don't know, an hour after the Bears game ended. So, you know, seeing how well the Hawks played made my day a little bit better to go watch a hockey game and have a good time. But then I got home and I realized that I still had to talk about the Bears and I was really depressed. Season's on the line. Yeah, you lose that game to New England, there's no shot you win a game for the rest of the year, honestly. I don't think you win a single game for the rest of the year if they lose that game to New England. Like, oh, God, don't even get me started about them. Like, Eberflus should have been fired yesterday. If they want to be taken seriously, I said, if they wanted to be taken seriously, they should have been 6-3 after their game against New England, going into that game against Green Bay. The best they're going to be is 5-4. Brisker's still out. You lose Andrew Billings for the year, which R.I.P. my king, big man Billings. I loved Andrew Billings. They have to keep him. They have to keep him. They play good at home. I don't see a world where they lose that game unless, if they lose that game and they look really bad doing so, honestly, that proves to me more than anything that the entire team is out of sorts. The culture is gone. And, of course, if they lose, that means they're going to get swept by Green Bay again. They're going to get swept by Detroit. And they're probably going to get swept by Minnesota.
I never said the Bears are winning the Super Bowl. I had them as a fringe playoff team that was gonna. I thought that, if the talent, with the talent on the team, if they played up to potential, and still even lost a game or two that they probably shouldn't have with their team, like, I still thought they would be a fringe playoff team. And with how I had things shaking up, I think they were going to be the 7 seed. But, like, honestly, I would have taken a 9-8 season. But honestly, it's also just like, there's no way that with this amount of talent and a rookie quarterback and everything, they should be 4-4. They should be the worst 5-3 with this schedule. And now they got this gauntlet coming up with all 6 of their division games, which, oh, by the way, the rest of the division is, every team in the division is beating teams convincingly, and every single other team is at least 2 games over 500. It's ridiculous. So they're screwed. I knew it was a tough division this year, but it's like I had a little bit of confidence in him. And the idea, and frankly, if anyone ever actually told you that the Bears are going to the Super Bowl, don't ever trust that person again with anything, any opinion ever. I saw media pundits saying it, I'm like, you're an absolute idiot. You are stupid. You're trying to get clicks. You're trying to be different. It's not happening. I don't care. The Bears will not go into the Super Bowl. And there was in no world where they go into the Super Bowl this year. Even if they made the playoffs, there was no way they were going to win in the NFC. They were not in that position to do so. This was supposed to be, and still technically is, the first year, and it's like we have an identity year. Obviously, they don't have an identity because the coaching is so freaking horrible that not even the high-end talent can save their dumbasses. Obviously, you can tell, I'm a huge... Now, I know some people will be like, oh, why do you keep defending Caleb Williams? He's looked bad. Yeah, he doesn't look good. But that's also a product of the terrible system he's put into. I was watching a little bit of analysis from Dan Orlovsky. The scheming is god-awful. The scheming is horrible. Like, what are we doing? The scheming that Shane Waldron has right now is beyond terrible right now. There's not a single quarterback that succeeds in that scenario. Hell, again, Jane Daniels will not succeed in this scenario. He will not succeed with Shane Waldron calling these plays. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Not happening. He went into the perfect scenario, and he's making it work. Bills beat the Chiefs in the playoffs? God, I hope so. God, I hope so. I'm actually such a huge Josh Allen fan. I want nothing but the best for that man, honestly. Frankly, any other quarterback in the AFC, whether that be Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert, you name is CJ Stroud. Like, at this point, we're at that point now where it feels like America wins if the Chiefs don't win the AFC, and someone else finally gets an opportunity. Because frankly, you look at the quarterbacks, you're like, wow, we haven't seen Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson ever do anything in the playoffs. Yeah, because they can beat other guys, but they can't beat Mahomes. That's the problem. Joe Burrow is the only current quarterback who's playing in the league right now that has beaten Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. Can anyone else in the AFC find a way to beat Patrick Mahomes? That is the entire goal for the AFC this year. Regardless if you're the Bills, you're the Ravens, the Texans, blah, 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 blah. The entire goal for the AFC, beat Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs are now officially, they've usurped the title of most hated team in the league from the New England Patriots. What are your thoughts on the DJ Moore situation? I'm not concerned. It's a rookie quarterback, and he has the right to be frustrated with the coaching staff. He has the right to be frustrated with them. I don't think he's a diva. I think he's getting frustrated, and I think and I think that there are a lot of people on the team that are getting frustrated, but I think DJ Moore is kind of showing that frustration more than other players. So he's getting some more publicity that he's being a diva. I think people are playing up the stuff with DJ Moore too much. I don't think that it's that concerning. I think it's a byproduct of how bad the culture's gotten, and the fact that no one on the team trusts or respects Matt Eberflus anymore after the way that he threw them under the bus after their loss against Washington. So, and the fact that they had to, Matt Eber is to take full responsibility for this disaster. He's not gotten his team ready after the bye week. No, not at all. And he's content with it. Matt Eberflus has never risen to the occasion. He rose to the occasion once, and that was on a cold Sunday in Chicago against Detroit. He beat Jared Goff once, and that was it. That is the only, above average quarterback that he's beaten. He is a garbage head coach who desperately tries to choke away games that teams should easily win. 21-point lead against Denver, choke. Play well against Cleveland, a hard-fought game against the feisty Cleveland team with the playoffs on the line pretty much, lost. 11-point lead against Detroit with 3 minutes left. On the road, lost. Another double-digit lead against Detroit the year prior, lost. The guy finds ways to lose games, and he's an absolute bum, and he should be fired right now. And every second that goes by that he is not fired is an indictment on Ryan Poles. But I am not. I'm holding on. I will say I'm holding on to the fact that Ryan Poles wants to do it, but is being told no by the organization. Is being told no by Warren and the McCaskies. Because the Bears have never fired a coach mid-season. And I genuinely think that Ryan Poles is being told, no, you can't fire him. We're waiting. We do not want to pay him to sit on the couch. Which, frankly, if I'm Ryan Poles, I should say, up yours. I'm firing this guy. I don't care if you fire me. I'm firing him. Because he is not the answer. He hasn't been the answer. And he will never be the answer. He is a choke artist on a much more brutal level. Kyle Shanahan has a habit of choking in big games, but at least he wins against good quarterbacks sometimes. At least he wins big games sometimes. Matt Eberflus has literally never won a big game in his life. So he is a total bum, and he should have been gone last year, but I was willing to give him benefit of the doubt. But once they released, Justin Fields, I started getting questions and everything. Let's see. It's going to be Bills, Lions, Super Bowl, and it'll be great. Dude, that would be awesome. Of course, I'm a Chicago sports fan, but I have no ill will to the Lions right now. That's such a fun team to watch. That's such a fun team to follow. That's such a great team with a franchise that has suffered and suffered and suffered, and they're in a phenomenal position right now. They finally got the right coach paired with the right quarterback, and they have oodles of talent. Now, yes, Aiden Hutchinson getting hurt really sucks, but I still think that the Detroit Lions are the best team in the NFL right now. And that is not up for debate. They are the best team in the NFL. They're the most consistent. They're beating teams badly. The Chiefs are undefeated. But how many of those wins have came in very convincing fashion? They've been bailed out. They're winning one-score game after one-score game. The Lions are thoroughly destroying teams. The Lions are the best team in the NFL. And they are the favorites to win the NFC. I think they win the NFC. Especially at this point of the season, there is no world where I see that they do not win the NFC. My mom took away my Xbox. Bad grades. What do I do? Great question. I don't know. Clutch up. Pay attention. Get back into your books. And, I don't know. Slowly but surely. You use that for motivation. I want to play my Xbox. Use that for motivation. Do your homework. Stay in school, kids. Let's see. Why did Cole commit not to see a target on Sunday? I have no idea. I still have no idea. I think it's the stupidest thing. It is the most ridiculous thing. Colt Kmet is arguably a top 10 tight end in this league, and yet Shane Waldron continues to refuse to get him involved in the pass game at all. At all. Colt Kmet should be getting at least 2 targets, 3 targets every single game. That guy is reliable. That guy's reliable. We need to stop giving all these targets to Keenan Allen on the regular and give them to Cole Kmet. Like, we need to divvy up. We have 4 bona fide great pass catchers. DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, and Cole Kmet. Why aren't we throwing the ball across the field? You have a phenomenal receiving core, and you decide to throw to these same 2 guys over and over again. It makes no sense. Shane Waldron is a total bum. Anyways, before I go off on another tangent, the second period is here. It's time to watch more Hawks hockey and time to die inside, as they're losing to the Red Wings 1-0 to start this second period. Late goal from Alex DeBrincat in the final 2 seconds of the period led to the Red Wings having a 1-0 lead. Entering the second frame. Here's Patrick Kane shooting one, and his shot stopped by Mrazek. Hawks will clear it away. Eric Gustafsson to take control behind his own net as the Red Wings get some fresh skaters out there. Alex Vlasic behind his own net. Touch pass ahead to Bedard. He clears the zone, but it's quickly taken away by Seider as he backhands it back into the Chicago side. Bat along the far boards. Here's a turnover. JT Confer over towards Lucas Raymond. Flips it and leaves it for Simon Edvinsson. Confer. Along the near boards. Leaves for Raymond. Raymond trying to just muscle his way past Bedard, cannot do so as the puck is cleared out of the zone. Kurashev now. Little self-pass to the left wing corner. Seider able to beat him out to it. Bedard putting his leg up. It looks like he's skating to the bench. Oh no, that's not a good sign at all. Here's Seth Jones now. Lead pass ahead to Taylor Hall. The other number 1 overall pick on this Hawks roster, aside from Connor Bedard. Taken by Tarasenko. Backhands it towards a teammate, where it's taken back there by Hall, where his pass is picked off by Berggren. Berggren. Pass to the slot. Surratt stopped by Mrazek. And now here's Taylor Hall reversing course for Chicago. Foligno towards the net, sticked aside by Cam Talbot. Foligno still has it. Backhands it back up top. Nolan Allen towards the net. Deflected before it gets to Cam Talbot. Isaac Phillips towards Hall. Back to Phillips. Phillips towards the net. And again, deflected before it gets to Talbot. They fight for it along the right wing corner. Hall and Casper fighting for it before it's taken back by Chicago. Dumped back in behind the Red Wing net. Casper trying to clear. Allen keeping it in the zone before it's taken by Casper behind his own net. Fresh bodies out there for Chicago. Taken back there by Craig Smith. 4th line out there. Reichel towards the net. Patrick Maroon couldn't get a stick on it. They fight for it behind the Red Wing net still. Maroon emerging with the puck. Maroon still with possession. Backhands it back down behind the Red Wing net before it's taken by the Red Wings and finally cleared away. Here's Casper backhanding it into the Chicago zone before he heads to the bench. Nolan Allen up to Reichel, trying to squeeze through the boards before it's taken back by the Red Wings now. Allen trying to find a pass towards Craig Smith for Chicago as they fight for it in neutral ice. Sent down and it's icing against Chicago. So 4th line will stay out there for the Hawks, needing to get it clear. Oh yeah, they're replaying the Bedard hit. Oh. Oh, he lost his blade. That's what happened. I thought he got hurt. No, he lost his blade. Face off in the defensive zone for Chicago, and a blast from the point, stopped by Mrazek. Gustafsson ahead towards Patrick Kane with space towards Larkin, and Larkin couldn't control the puck. The pass was right there for him. Kane in the right wing circle. Back to Larkin. Larkin into the slot, reversing. Now in the left wing circle. Larkin across. Can't hit the pass, and Mikheyev tips it out and will clear for Chicago. Mikheyev up ahead. Dickinson back. Mikheyev shoots. Missed the net. So here's Kane. Up to DeBrincat. DeBrincat has his little pass towards the front of the net. Played back by Mrazek. Taken down by the Blackhawks. Murphy sends it into the Detroit half. Where it's taken back by Alex DeBrincat now. Or it's Mort Seider. Lead pass ahead. Pass back across. And no pass there. As that shot goes into the netting. Couple nice passes, but couldn't complete the play. Red Wings still lead 1-0. The top line for this Red Wings team has been elite, scoring half of the Red Wings goals this season. DeBrincat, Larkin, and Kane all contributing. The three top point scorers for this. Two of the three of the top 4 point scorers for the Red Wings. The number 1 point scorer, though, is Lucas Raymond. That's because he's got 1 goal and just 1 goal, but he's got 10 assists. Been a true playmaker for that second line for Detroit. As the rest of the team outside the top line has just 15 goals. 5 minutes through the second period. Taken back by Chicago. Kurashev in the offensive zone for the Blackhawks. Jones towards the net. Deflected. Donato nearly was able to get enough of it to get it by Cam Talbot. And Talbot will cover it up. And an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Blackhawks. Again, Ryan Donato with a really nice point streak going right now. 5 straight games with a point. Trying to make it 6. As he's been the biggest goal scorer for this Blackhawks team, leading the team with 7 of them. No other player on the team has more than 4. Defensive zone draw won by the Red Wings before they lose it. Donato steals towards the net, and Bedard was there at the back door, didn't get to him. Bedard has it. Now tough angle shot. Missed it. Now left into the corner. Kurashev trying to take possession. Back to Jones. Now down low for Bedard. Bedard shoved down by Seider as he loses possession. Moritz Seider trying to backhand it towards a teammate before they lose possession. Before Kurashev gets it up towards Bedard. Bedard, they play it away from him. Edvinsson trying to clear for Detroit. They fight for it at the blue line, and it exits the Detroit zone. They still fight for it along the far boards right in front of the Chicago bench. Sent back to Seider as he slows play down. Tipped off the stick of Jonathan Berggren. No icing called. Seth Jones leads it up ahead. Foligno backhands it in off the boards before it's taken there by Ben Sherratt. Sherratt's pass towards Petrie. He has to spin away from Taylor Hall. Sherratt up towards Kane, off his stick and down towards Mrazek. Mrazek, tough situations, got to play it. Puck loose in the slot. Red Wings cannot get to it. Foligno whacks at it. And that puck stays in play. Red Wings will take control. Larkin over towards Kane. Patrick Kane looking for a play. Can't get the pass. DeBrincat sends it back in. Vlasic finds Phillips as he tried to push it around DeBrincat, who steals possession back. DeBrincat trying to backhand a pass there, and Phillips will clear once more. Now with speed, Jason Dickinson drops it off. Pass over towards Teravainen. It doesn't get to him. Mikheyev decided not to shoot and pass it over towards Teravainen.
Puck is still loose and cleared away. Icing called against the Red Wings. With 12:37 left in the second period. Hawks getting a couple good chances, but cannot find a way to beat Cam Talbot. Yeah, why are you passing? Mikheyev, you got a good shot. Shoot it. Oh, that wasn't him. Oh, that was Vlasic who passed it. It wasn't Mikheyev. My bad. Vlasic, why aren't you shooting it? Shoot it, buddy. It's okay. Offensive zone draw coming up for the Blackhawks. Patrick Maroon in the face-off circle has to swap out for Lucas Reichel, who goes off to face Dylan Larkin. Off the tie-up, it's sent back behind the Red Wings net. Reichel towards the front of the net. Smith, it deflects off his stick wide. Going back up top to Maroon. Reichel swarmed along the far boards, gets it away. Smith leaves it for Maroon. Maroon towards the net, towards Reichel, and Talbot just covers it up with the Hawks attacker barreling in. Just about 8 minutes through the second period. No goals in said period. Red Wings still lead 1-0. Man, this is tough, guys. Anyways, yeah. Still 1-0. Come on, guys. We gotta. At some point, you gotta find a way to beat them. At some point, you can get as many shots as you want. You gotta find a way to beat them. All right. Pat Maroon's the guy that they're miking up. Back to Chicago, where the Red Wings lead the Blackhawks 1-0. Lucas Raymond trying to take possession, where it's Sherratt trying to clear it in, but he hits it right off Bertuzzi. He takes possession and sends it up ahead. They fight for it behind the Blackhawks net, where it's Rasmussen sending it back towards Petrie. And now Taylor Hall's got an opportunity. He's got Bertuzzi. Hall shooting, saved by Talbot. On Hall, Bertuzzi tried to get to the rebound, can't get to it fast enough. Foligno now, after another shot from the point. Connor Murphy, back to Foligno. Backhands it down into the right wing corner. Bertuzzi fighting for possession. He takes it. Across in front. And they score! It's Nick Foligno, the captain, tying the game for Chicago as he jams it by Cam Talbot. And it's 1-1. Holy cow. I'm very happy they were able to put that through. Tyler Bertuzzi picks up his first assist of the year, able to keep the play alive, and then finds Foligno able to just jam it through. Yeah, it was stopped. It was stopped. And then he was able to get a second effort right there and just puts it right through. That's huge.
That's huge. That is huge. Game tied at 1. Moritz Seider ahead towards Simon Edvinsson. Taken up. Cleared in around. Mrazek. Now Kurashev. Trying to find a pass up towards Bedard. He wasn't looking. But the puck is cleared regardless. Backhanded in. Seider plays it away from Bedard. Red Wings moving up ahead with the puck. They fight for it. Now they whistle to play dead. Offsides called against the Red Wings. Way to get that goal back. Exactly. Huge. Again, yeah, Taylor Hall was able to start that rush with that breakaway attempt. And they were able to keep the pressure on. And then Tyler Bertuzzi makes a nice play with his stick and able to get it towards Foligno, who's all alone. And yeah, he just finds a way to squeeze it through. So that's a dirty goal. It's a dirty goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. And the game's tied. Foligno scores his 5th of the year, assisted by Bertuzzi and Murphy. And they stop play once more. Delayed offsides called against the Blackhawks. But who would have thought that Foligno, becoming a bona fide goal scorer, seriously. In his 19th season in the NHL, this guy still got it. So they'll do the face-off again. Mrazek plays it away. Off the face-off towards Vlasic. He loses it. Now DeBrincat leaves. Larkin save. Rebound. Blocked before it gets to Mrazek and cleared away by Chicago. It will be icing against the Hawks, but still a huge save nonetheless. We are at the halfway point of this one, and it's a tie hockey game. Yeah, Vlasic was able to get in front of it. Whether he blocked it or Mrazek made the save, regardless, it stays out. 30 minutes gone, 30 minutes to go. Tie game. Off the face-off, it's the Blackhawks moving into their offensive zone. Teravainen with a shot that gets blocked. Before now, it's taken back the other way by Berggren. Up to Kasper. Squeezes by Murphy, but loses control of the puck. They fight for it behind the Blackhawks net. Dickinson comes away with it for Chicago, though he turns it over. Berggren still has it. He lost it to Teravainen as he clears it away. Ahead for Mikheyev. Stumbles a little bit as he fights with Seider for the puck. Berggren clears the zone. And now taken back by Seth Jones. Pass cleanly picked off by Fisher. That's 36. Mrazek makes a couple saves. And now the fourth lines for both squads out there trying to get a huge goal. Joe Veleno across the blue line. Looking for Rasmussen, but it's taken back. Now here comes Lucas Reichel with some room. Lucas Reichel cannot get a shot off as he tried to move around the defender. Christian Fischer trying to outrace Isaac Phillips for the puck. He blows a tire into the corner as he's now in a 1v2 fighting for the puck while down on the ice. Losing it is Kaiser, still fighting for it, and Maroon swallows up the rebound off the side of the net. Pass ahead to Kaiser. He just flips it in. Smith fighting for possession in the right wing corner for Chicago. 8:15 to go in the second period. And Phillips trying to get towards Allen, and it's deflected back behind the goal. Raymond will clear for Detroit. 8 minutes to go. Isaac Phillips leads it ahead. Foligno whacks at it before it's taken back by the Red Wings. And Jeff Petrie sends it in. Lucas Raymond, the lone Red Wing attacker down there for Detroit. Tyler Bertuzzi trying to weave his way through 3 Red Wing defenders. Cannot do so, and here come the Red Wings the other way. Larkin in. Scores! Dylan Larkin blows right by the Hawks defense and beats Peter Mrazek. And it's 2-1 Red Wings. What? He just picked it up and just like... And he picked it up and just blew right by... Yeah, he blew right by Isaac Phillips. Took advantage of the mismatch. Yeah, he just beats him. That's tough. That's brutal. Yeah, right through here. The arm and the leg. I don't know what hole that is. So the captain for the Red Wings and the captain for the Blackhawks have the 2 goals in this second period, where the Red Wings find themselves in front. That pass, Bedard was going to have it right in front of the net, though it's called icing. Oh, offsides. .7:23 go. We're going to take a break. Nick Foligno ties the game for Chicago. A huge captain goal for the Blackhawks. And then the captain on the other side responds to put the Red Wings in front 2-1. That is just not... That's not good. I got nothing. Honestly, I got nothing. They just let Dylan Larkin blow right by our defense, and he just gets a one-on-one look with Peter Mrazek, and he beats him. And so, the Blackhawks get a huge goal to tie it up. Find themselves trailing for the second time tonight. Dylan Larkin still out there for this Red Wings team. Face-off controlled by Chicago as Dickinson reaches around Larkin to win it back to his defenders. Dickinson leaves it for Teravainen before it's taken back by the Red Wings now. Larkin. He's got Patrick Kane. Larkin with speed. Trying to beat out Seth Jones, but cannot do so. Teravainen plays it up ahead. And now taken back by Mikheyev. He loses it. Hawks retain possession, though. Played in towards Talbot. He sends it back towards the right wing corner. They fight for it. Teravainen and Mikheyev. Teravainen trying to play it back to his defender. He loses control of the puck. Here comes Patrick Kane. Moving right around Alex Vlasic. Patrick Kane slows it down. Plays it behind for DeBrincat. DeBrincat switches it. Looking for Comfer as he heads to the bench. Puck still loose. Squirts out for the Blackhawks. Teravainen barrels it around the boards. Where it's taken back by Ben Sherratt. Just trading off possessions and trips down the ice right now. Lucas Raymond trying to generate some offense for Detroit. Comfer lost it. Sherratt lost it. And now Bedard has it. Bedard across. Donato! Stopped, rebound, loose, and quickly cleared away before Kurashev can get a shot on net. Here's Kaiser. Over to Murphy. 5:40 to go in this second period. Picked off in the neutral zone by Detroit before Rasmussen has it and play is stopped. It looks like... Did he lose his helmet? Was that what happened? Is that what they're saying happened? Oh yeah, I hit him in the mask. I think that's what happened. So they're going to commercial break. Gotta find a way to tie it up again. Got you're playing from behind. It's just brutal. Need to find a way. Five and a half to play in this second period. Hawks win a neutral zone face-off and now start up a rush. Connor Bedard into the offensive zone. Looking for a shot. It's blocked by Edvinsson. Loose behind the Red Wing net. 2-on-2 battle for it. Bedard plays it out. Now here's Kaiser. Over. Kurashev towards the net. Missed it. Jones along the near boards. Looking for possession. Sends it down low for Donato. Skips by him, and now Bedard plays it back towards Donato, who's behind the Red Wing net. Edvinsson loses it to Seth Jones. Kurashev has it. Dumps it back in towards Donato before it's Seider, who will clear it by Kaiser. Icing called against Detroit. Oh.
Oh, shoot. There's a high stick. Bedard high stick to Moritz Seider. They didn't call it. Ooh, buddy. Face-off won by Chicago in the offensive zone. Jones down low. Finds a pass. Up top, Jones towards the net. Puck loose in the right wing corner now and cleared away by the Red Wings. Kept in the zone, though. Bertuzzi. Back to Jones. Maneuvers around a defender. Bertuzzi hops away from it, and it's cleared out of their offensive zone now, and we'll have to regroup. Jones. Now Hall up towards Foligno. Hall. Loses it. And taken by Edvinsson up towards Casper. Racing in there's Jones to win possession back for Chicago. Right wing corner, he's fighting for it. Sent around to the other way. Edvinsson takes control and elevates the puck out of the zone. Taken now by Tarasenko. Stick lift. Cannot win possession for the Red Wings. Oh, they're fighting for it now. Fisher. Or excuse me, that's Gustafsson. Drops it off. Berggren. His shot blocked as a penalty is coming up. Looks like it's going to be against the Red Wings. And the Hawks are going to take their first power play of the night. Oh. Gustafsson's going to the box. Looks like interference is going to be the call. So the Blackhawks are going to the power play. First power play of the game for Chicago. The Detroit penalty kill has been one of the worst in the league. A 67.7% penalty kill. 29th in the NHL as they get an early clear. The Hawks power play, 22.5%, tied for 10th in the league. So Mrazek will set it up for Seth Jones. Drops it off, hits Lucas Reichel, the speedster. Up ahead. Set back in, Bertuzzi meeting over there with Bedard. They fight for it, can't take control, and then the Red Wings will clear once again. Now is Seider, he's got a short-handed opportunity. Seider stopped by Mrazek. Jones trying to whack it into the zone before it's cleared all the way down back to Peter Mrazek once more. So, they're switching it up, getting the second power play unit out there immediately. Craig Smith with a lot of their older members of the team. Now they got to play it and we'll regroup as the puck is poked off sides. 37 seconds left on the Blackhawks power play. Taylor Hall and the right wing circle. Back up top, Vlasic. Across. Teravainen back to Vlasic. Over towards Hall. Tried to rip one. And he couldn't do so. The Red Wings got a piece of it. Now they got another short-handed opportunity coming up. Here's a shot. Stopped and blocked. 15 seconds on the power play for Chicago. Smith. Hit off the puck. And now here comes Casper shooting a save by Mrazek. No shots for the Blackhawks. They couldn't really get anything set up on that power play. Red Wings did a really good job killing that penalty. Under a minute and a half to go in the second period. Red Wings on top 2-1 as they stop play. It looks like it hit the bench for the Red Wings.
Face-off controlled by the Blackhawks in the neutral zone. Murphy, just a small lift into the offensive zone. Cleared away by Detroit. Now they advance. Kane towards the net, glove save by Mrazek. 1 minute to go in this second period, with the Blackhawks trying to tie this one up before intermission. Oh, shoot, I got to take this away. Hawks did not score on their power play. Arkansas, what the hell was I thinking? 1 minute to go in this in the second period. 2-1 Detroit. Kane has it for the Red Wings. Up to Gustafsson, trying to get it across to DeBrincat. Couldn't get it through the wave of defenders. Dickinson sticking with the puck towards the net, and Cam Talbot has to make a save. Larkin advances up towards Kane. Now it's across to DeBrincat instead. Back up to Edvinsson. Edvinsson towards Kane, towards the net. And the save is made by Mrazek. 15 seconds. Hawks trying to hang on here. Kane towards the net. Murphy has it for Chicago. He flips it back behind with 8 seconds to go. One final rush for the Blackhawks. Kaiser ahead. Bedard trying to take possession, and he will not do so. That will end the second period of play in Chicago. Both teams score a goal. The margin remains in favor of the Detroit Red Wings. They lead it by a goal. 2 goals in the period, both scored by the captains for their respective teams. And the Red Wings still in front of their hated rival Chicago Blackhawks on the road. 2-1, the score at the end of 2. Oh my goodness. They get one back, but then they let one up, and now they... Oh man, that's brutal. That one stinks. That one really stinks. Anyways, if you guys got any questions or anything, I'm here to answer those. You know, if... This is not great. They're coming out a bit flat. Back at home. Well, frankly, it's the top line for Detroit. That's all they got. They really haven't generated too many opportunities from the other 9 forwards on the ice. It's really been DeBrincat, Larkin, and Kane generating some chances, and well, those are the 2 guys who scored. DeBrincat and Larkin have scored, and I think it's literally DeBrincat assisted by Larkin and Larkin assisted by DeBrincat. So you got to find a way to neutralize that top line for Detroit, and yeah, they got to find one in the back of the net. They got to beat Cam Talbot here. They really do. So I don't know. And they're struggling a little bit. This is a tough game here right now. I definitely feel like this game is going to overtime. You feel like we're going to overtime again? That would be ridiculous. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate right now. The Hawks have been playing. They're getting some chances. They just cannot get the really, really good chances. You feel like the script is the exact same as it was last year in Chicago. Kane wins it in overtime. Yeah, that would kill me. That would kill me if that was the case. I was watching that game too. They were winning that game last year in Chicago too. It's tough. I mean, they got a couple. And of course, they scored, which is important. But yeah, Larkin's goal really showed that they really took advantage of the mismatch of having Isaac Phillips out there, and he just raced right around him. And yeah, well. Oh, hang on. Ovechkin scored again? Oh my gosh. Man, Ovechkin's still scoring. I want to, if anyone's there, tell me, is Ovechkin going to break Gretzky's record? I don't care. I mean, regardless if it's this year or next year or in 2 years, is Ovechkin going to break Gretzky's record? Because I don't know. I mean, this is a really weird scenario here where it's like you have Wayne Gretzky's an analyst talking about some guy chasing his own record. You're saying no? You don't think he does it? Let's see what he is. He's 33 goals away from tying. He needs 34 to break it. I don't know if he does it this year. To me, it will not be this year. But if he continues to play like next year, I have a feeling he's going to... I think at this point, he's playing to break the record. He is playing to break the record. I don't know. It's a tough. It's definitely a tough tough go. It's definitely going to be interesting to see everything and how it works out. Mm. Still many goals away, and he's young. Still young. Do you think McDavid will do it? There's a possibility. It depends on how long he plays, because frankly, that type of a record is very much a longevity record. I mean, you can of course do it a little faster if you score more, but in the end of the day, scoring nearly 900 goals is going to be a longevity. You're in it for the long haul. How old's Ovechkin right now, by the way? Let's find out. Alex Ovechkin is 39 years old right now. So if McDavid, let's see, how many goals did McDavid have? Connor McDavid right now is 27. So I mean he's 12 years younger than Ovechkin. He's already got 338 goals in his career. So let's see. You got 894. So McDavid needs another 556 goals to tie it. If he is going to do it in the next 12 seasons, by the time that he is Ovechkin's age at 39, he needs to score 46 goals a year. A year. I mean, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Because, I mean, he has only scored less than 30 goals. He's only scored less than 30 goals once in his career, and that was his rookie season where he played half the season. But it's also like, you know, can he make sure that he's playing at this high of a level and not getting injured? I don't know if he can do it. It would definitely be really tight. But there's definitely a possibility, and frankly, it depends on how, if Ovechkin breaks it, it depends on how, if Ovechkin breaks the record, how much farther does he push it up? Like, does he break 900? Does he break 950? That's definitely not going to happen, actually. That's definitely not going to happen. But, you know, it's like, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. It's, definitely going to be interesting to see if Ovechkin can do it, and then if he does break it, how far does he push it, and if McDavid can challenge that. Because honestly, I know for a fact that if McDavid stays healthy and keeps playing at this level, he 100% will go ahead and chase it. He'll be close. He will get very close, if not break it. So, I mean, who knows? Surprised that the Hawks did. I agree. I am very surprised that they won that game. I'm very, very surprised they won that game over Edmonton early on the road. But that is a huge win early in the season, too. Let's see, do they go back to Edmonton this year? Because if not, that's massive that they win their lone game on the road against the Oilers this year. Yeah, they don't go back to Edmonton this year. They don't play them at so they win the lone game at Edmonton this year, which I think is really big. It's huge and very, very impressive. Yeah, I don't know. And it's unfortunate for the Hawks though too. Kind of thinking about this, kind of going back to like now where we're at right now. They got this game and they got another back to back, and they're going on the road to play Dallas tomorrow. Like, oh, I don't know, man. You got Minnesota who's playing pretty well, and it's 2 games up in the Pacific Northwest. Seattle and Vancouver. Back home for the Ducks. You got the Panthers. See, like this is how you know it's really tough as a hockey fan when you look at these games on the schedule. You're like, that's a bit of a toughie, and it's for the vast majority of games, and you're like, oh, Anaheim, it's a pretty winnable game. Columbus is a pretty winnable game. You're like, oh, Minnesota's playing well, Vancouver's playing well, Seattle they could win, Philly they could win. Yeah, it's yeah, they've also really struggled against Dallas too. Agreed. They've just not played well against the Stars. So yeah, I don't know. They got to find a way to make it work. That's the bottom line. And at some point, you got to be like, is Luke Richardson the guy to do it? And I don't know if I would say yes right now. He's good. He's not the worst. I don't know if he's like that good, honestly. Yeah, I mean, like, well, it's like they also lost a game. They were up 2-0 against Nashville. They play them 4 times this year. They played Dallas 4 times this year. They're playing Utah 4 times this year. Is it St. Louis only 3 times? I think it's St. Louis only 3 times this year, which is kind of wild. Is it Winnipeg? Is it necessarily Winnipeg 4 times this year? Oh, no, it's not. They already have their only game in Winnipeg gone this year, so that's good. Because the Jets have just been tearing it up. They have just been world beaters. They blew that game against the Sharks, too. That's true. They have blown a couple games here. They blew that game against the Jets, too. They were up 1-0 with like a minute to go. They lost in overtime. But, like, yeah, there's a couple where you're like, would have liked to have that one. Good teams find ways to win those games, basically. We got a point where, yeah, exactly. Would have been huge to win that game, knowing what we know now about the Jets. I mean, they've had 2 long road trips this year already, but they did have a long homestand. But yeah, like a 5-game road trip. And then, yeah, it's just like, they're finally back at home and they're not playing well, honestly. Oh, they're replaying Game 6 of the 2013 Cup Final. Aw. I miss watching the Hawks in the postseason so bad. So bad. Oh my god, it's Brian Bickle! As we start the third. Oh my god! Hang on, I gotta... Wow! Brian Bickle is in the house. That's sick. Alright. Alright, they're gonna do a whole interview with him. I'm gonna get back to calling the game here. I'm not interested anymore, really. Anyways, Hawks trailing the Red Wings 2-1. Looking to try and tie this one up at 2. Dylan Larkin and Alex DeBrincat have the 2 goals for the Red Wings. Nick Foligno, the lone goal for the Blackhawks. No, it took away that shot. Offensive zone draw, fought for in the circle, and controlled by Chicago as they regroup outside of the zone in the neutral zone, and they lose control of the puck now. Here's Edvinson. Down into the Chicago zone. Vlasic poking it along with the side. Bedard backhands it towards Kurashev, but he loses it. Lucas Raymond fought off the puck by Kurashev. Really nice play there. And now taken back by Reichel as he just sends it in. Moritz Seider up ahead for Lucas Raymond. Now he takes it back. Seider behind his own net. Decides to have the lead pass go to Edvinson instead. Phillips back there for Chicago trying to make a play and keep out of possession of Marco Kasper as Foligno just takes Tarasenko to the ice. And the Hawks will clear. Here's Phillips. Moves it around a Red Wings attacker. And now they take it once more. Tarasenko trying to move into the slot. Can't do so. Red Wings keep it in. Kasper fighting over there. Berggren there for Detroit as well. It's loose behind the Hawks net. Jones wrestling for it. And now Petrie will take control at the blue line. Jones playing it behind. Phillips elevates to exit the zone. This will be taken by Petrie. No icing called. Up ahead to Fisher. Christian Fischer. Fisher in the right wing corner still has it. Up top. Seider across Edvinson. Shooting one. Save by Mrazek. Or blocked. Fisher in the left wing corner now. Tumbles with Allen. They fight for it in the corner. Maroon, it's right in front of him. Looking to try and take control as he jams it against the yellow line. Pass towards the net. And Mrazek has to play it away. Seider towards the net. They score. Tipped in front by Joe Veleno. It's his first goal of the season. And the Red Wings have tied the game. Or the Red Wings have taken the lead 3-1. The broadcast literally showed it. They showed a goal for Chicago and not Detroit. So, yeah, that sucks. You know, brain wasn't working there, but dude, really, that's brutal. Just a tip in front. Oh, and he tips it off the skate of Allen. Ugh. Fourth line for Detroit gets a huge goal. First goal of the year for Veleno. Now here's Patrick Kane. Waiting. Kane. Shoved off the puck by Mikheyev. Over towards Kaiser. Up ahead towards Dickinson, trying to spin around the ensuing attack. And it is dumped in. Talbot plays away. Johansson. To Brinkett, back to Johansson. Johansson holding onto it, gets some fresh legs out there for the Red Wings. He's still holding onto it. Johansson up ahead. And now here comes the Red Wings offense. Connor Bedard reversing course for the Blackhawks into the neutral zone, trying to find Kurashev on the pass. He turns it over, and it is Seider to clear it. Reichel moving around Seider. Reichel into the offensive zone. Reichel trying to speed by everybody. Can't do so, and it's cleared away. Jones holding on to it. Up ahead. Across towards Bedard. Bedard trying to find it across, and it's tipped away and out of the zone by the Red Wings defense. Veleno with the goal. Seider and Rasmussen with the assists. Bertuzzi backhands it baseball style towards Talbot. And now Hall trying to chase it down in his offensive zone. Wins possession back for Chicago as Foligno takes over. Back up to Allen. Hall able to keep possession for Chicago after fumbling it with it for a second. Foligno behind for Isaac Phillips. Phillips towards the net looking for Foligno. And now a whistle. Penalty coming up against the Red Wings. It's going to be a holding penalty against Marco Kasper. And the Blackhawks will have their second power play opportunity of the game and will in desperate need of a goal. Back up top, Jones off the face-off, clean face-off win for Chicago. 0 for 1 on the day so far, did not get a shot. Here's a shot. Missed the net, but not by much. Already a much better look to the power play for Chicago. Couldn't get anything started the last time they were up a man. Donato over to Bedard. He's got room, decides not to shoot. Bedard in the left wing circle. Cross-ice pass. Back to Jones. Fakes it. Now across. Bedard waiting. Shooting. One save. Talbot. He gloves it. And sends it to a face-off to the left. Or to the right of Talbot. Yeah, nice shot. But he covers it up with the glove. Face-off in the offensive zone for Chicago, cleared away. Mrazek has to play it. Here's Jones. Bedard over towards Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi shooting one. Can't do it. And Donato's pass for Jones. He couldn't handle it. And the puck exits the zone. Jones will try and chase it down towards the goal line. Teravainen towards Donato, trying to settle it down towards the net, back behind the net now. And cleared away once more by Detroit. Chicago now struggling to get offensive control as the second power play unit comes onto the ice for the Blackhawks. Vlasic has it for Chicago. Hall across. And here's Vlasic. Maroon. Still looking for his first goal of the year. Taylor Hall with 15 seconds lost the puck, and it exits the zone once more. 10 seconds. Teravainen across the blue line, trying that centering pass towards Craig Smith. Can't do it. And Teravainen has it. The Red Wings kill the penalty. Taylor Hall holds it, and they turn it over. Cleared away. Marco Kasper fresh out of the box. Across Larkin. Save Mrazek. Red Wings keeping the pressure on Larkin. Having a chance in front off the passing to Brinkett. He tried to jam it home past Mrazek. Couldn't do so. Kane has it. Passes it back across. Kane. Larkin holds. Larkin across. Raymond down and touched. A penalty coming up against the Hawks. So the penalty kill for the Red Wings on point tonight. They're going to the power play with 11.5 to go. Up 2 on the road. Oh, it's a tripping call against... Oh, my God. Dude, the Hawks are... Yeah, this is rough. That is brutal. That is not what you want. It's just unfortunate. It's just really unfortunate, honestly. They're playing really undisciplined right now. They're just, I don't know. I'm not very happy with how the Hawks are playing tonight. I don't have any, honestly, really, I don't know. Oh, baby, this is, yeah. It's tough. All right. Red Wings lead the Blackhawks 3-1 in the middle stages of this third period. Hawks trying to come back in this one, but they're first going to have to kill off a 2-minute penalty. Red Wings on to the offensive. Sider. Down towards in front and cleared away. Nice play by the Hawks defense to send it out. Right out the gate. Sider holds onto it. Red Wings had 2 shots on their first power play opportunity. Patrick Kane finds Lucas Raymond, trying to saucer it ahead towards DeBrincat, cannot do so. Puck loose behind the Hawks net. Vlasic will clear. So 30 seconds gone on the power play for Detroit. Moritz Sider. Over to DeBrincat. DeBrincat backhands it and cannot get it past the Hawks defense. They clear. Nearly a minute gone on this Red Wings power play. And Kaiser trying to clear, cannot do so. DeBrincat keeps it in. DeBrincat fighting with Kaiser, now down below the goal line behind the Hawks net. Raymond comes away with the puck. He loses it, and now here come the Blackhawks with a shorthanded opportunity. Ilya Mikheyev just going to kill off the clock a little bit. Kurashev back to Jones, a blast. It's popped up into the air and settled down 30 seconds to go on this Red Wings power play. Berggren ahead to Comfer. Over towards Casper. Kept in by the Red Wings. 12 seconds left. Gustafsson towards the net. Whacked at. Tarasenko back up to Gustafsson. Now Berggren shooting one. And play will be stopped as no one knows where the puck is, and rightfully so, it's out of play. So the Hawks, 1 second away from killing off this penalty and getting an opportunity to try and tie this game up. Get a little closer to that fate. So 9:56 left in the third. Chicago trails by 2, trying to tie this one up at home. Red Wings penalty is over. Teravainen fresh out of the box. Phillips trying to clear. Up ahead to Dickinson. Murphy across. Glove save. Talbot. Off the stick of Nick Foligno. So Chicago will get an offensive zone draw when we come back. Joe Veleno with a goal earlier in the period to put Detroit up by 2 goals. All right, commercial break. Hawks are down for the count. They're down for the count. They got to make it work. They got to find a way. Are they going to do it? I don't know. I don't know. They just haven't convinced me that they can really make a push here, honestly. So, yeah. Man, this is tough. Oh my goodness. Dude. Man, they just haven't shown up when I've been calling these games, man. This is my third one. They just have not shown up in any of them. All 3 of them have been complete duds so far. Oh boy. Hawks will have an offensive zone draw. With 9.5 to play, down 2 goals. Looking for one here soon. Vlasic. Down towards Bedard. It's popped up in the air and out of play. Andrew Kopp. An extra forwards now in. I don't know where he would be right now. Just put him here. So 9:30 left. With the Blackhawks trying to fight their way back in this. Shot towards the net. Here's a blast. That Talbot makes save, rebound is loose and cleared away. Jones trying to keep it in the zone. He cannot do so. And now it springs to Lucas Raymond loose. Passing across to Jones. Now a pass right in front. Kopp can't put it past Mrazek. A couple of really good opportunities for Detroit, but they can't capitalize to make it a 3-goal game. Edvinson towards Comfer. Kopp takes it. Blast from Raymond. Goes wide of the net. Rebound. Fanned on. Now Bedard will clear. Sider just throwing it towards the net. It's shouldered away by Mrazek. Trying to poke it away from the Detroit Red Wings or Chicago. Gustafsson up towards Kane. Top line out there for Detroit. Larkin slips through Vlasic, and now a blast that gets blocked. And yeah, Hawks player down on the ice after that play and sent in to their offensive zone. Taken out by Detroit. Gustafsson loses it to the Blackhawks. They have it at the neutral ice. In neutral ice, Foligno trying to toe drag by the Detroit defense, but cannot do so. Hawks can't keep it in, and it's rattled around the boards and icing called against Detroit with 7:42 to play. Oh, he just missed the glove. Talbot tried to glove it. He just missed it. Hey, he's holding him. Damn. Okay, this is tough. And Mrazek with just some really nice saves so far. 7.5 to go. Chicago trails by 2. Larkin loses the puck. Here's Donato trying to make a play. Can't do so. And now Kaiser loses his stick. Here's a 2-on-1. Tarasenko shooting one. He scores. No, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. He celebrated like he did. He did not. He did not score. Now the other way, it's Ryan Donato. Backhanded towards the net. And Talbot will cover it up. Man, the way that he made a motion, I thought he put it right back past Mrazek. Want to see it here. Oh, no, he hit the post. That's what happened. Hit the post. A little more than 7 minutes to go. Chicago really wants a goal here in the next minute or two. Jones circles it around. Kurashev trying to find a pass down behind the Red Wings net for Bedard. He has it. Bedard in front. Can't get the clean shot there. Now they turn it over. Bedard with a chance. Saved by Talbot. Couple opportunities for Chicago. They are able to steal a turnover away. And Bedard tried to make a play, and Cam Talbot is the better of him on that one. Face-off controlled by Chicago for a moment, but the Red Wings come away with possession. Up towards Raymond. Raymond gloves it down. Red Wings still having possession. Raymond still holding possession. Backhands it down. Towards Kopp. Now Comfer. Kopp. Back up top. Edvinson. Now Comfer behind the Hawks net. Looking for a pass. Finds one. Now here's Sider. Down towards Comfer once more. Playing keep away. Kopp. Now Comfer once more. 6 minutes to go. Red Wings doing a great job killing the clock here as Kopp loses it now. Reichel able to steal possession back for Chicago. It's Kurashev now. Now Allen takes control as the Hawks get some fresh skaters out there. Taylor Hall up ahead. Foligno back to Hall. Hall towards the net, and a save made by Cam Talbot. So 5:44 to go. Chicago still trailing by 2. And it's starting to look pretty dire for the Blackhawks. They got to find a goal here somewhat soon if they don't want to have to worry about scoring 2 empty net goals. Oh, we're going to commercial. That's what's happening. We're going to commercial. Okay. Okay, I see how it is. Going to commercial. They gotta find a way. They gotta find a way. They really do. This is, they're starting to look pretty grim here. We're back. Blackhawks looking for a miracle to come back against their hated rivals in the Detroit Red Wings. 5:40 to go. Down by 2. Petrie finding a pass before it's turned over. Whipped in the zone. And, cleared away. Alex Vlasic tripped up. Taken by Foligno, who has the 3rd Red Wings goal. Foligno still just keeping it away from Chicago, while Jones will able to try and get it out to the captain, Nick Foligno. He can't take control. And it's Fisher to try and push it out. Taken by Hall. And now the Hawks will push forward. Under 5 to go. Red Wings up by 2. Turnover. Teravainen shoots one high over the net. Off of Talbot. And Teravainen has possession again. Trying to send it back. Murphy bounces it off the boards. Looking for Mikheyev. And now taken back by Edvinsson. Kane out there for the Red Wings. Top line. Here's Dylan Larkin with space. Larkin waits. Looking for a pass to DeBrincat. Can't control it. And now reversing course, it's Ilya Mikheyev. Up ahead to Teravainen. Drops it off towards Dickinson, and he can't take control of it. Now DeBrincat with a good chance. Snaps it high over Mrazek. DeBrincat holds. Pushed it away. Puck loose in the right wing circle. Now taken away by Chicago. Dickinson to send it in. Under 4 minutes to go now. Chicago will need a goal every 2 minutes for the rest of the game. Berggren clears. So Berggren finding a pass out, and Phillips will clear. Donato shuffles it by. And now here's a turnover. Maroon towards the net. Now Smith finds Donato again. Up top, Jones finds Donato towards the net. It's blocked. Berggren trying to race to it. Phillips keeps it in. Rebound loose off of Talbot can't get it. Maroon. Moving it towards Craig Smith. And now cleared away. 3 minutes to go. Chicago down by 2. Looking to pull out all the stops. Keep an eye on Mrazek to see when he goes to the bench. Edvinson clears. And so Vlasic trying to take control. He lost it. Now Foligno holding. Looking for Vlasic. Up towards Kurashev. Foligno, Mrazek to the bench. Net is empty. Towards the net. Deflected by Foligno, and he just missed it. Edvinson trying to clear. Bertuzzi out there. Taken back. Raymond ahead. And that's it. It's in the empty net. Andrew Kopp puts it in. And Detroit's going to come to Chicago and pick up a big win against their hated rivals. Like, dude. Three-goal lead. They're not gonna keep the net empty here. Mrazek will glove it. Just north of the 2-minute mark to go here in Chicago. 4-1 lead for the Red Wings over the Blackhawks. Two minutes to go. Here's Maroon. Up ahead. Taken back by Detroit. Dump back in. Mrazek will play it behind. Maroon. Got Foligno up towards Fisher. Fisher can't hold on to it. And here's Taylor Hall. Hall, stripped of the puck. Raymond picking up an assist on the Kopp empty net goal. Here's a shot that missed the net off the stick of Tarasenko. The minute and a half, under a minute and a half to go. Hawks trailing 4-1. There's another turnover towards Mrazek. They're trying to poke at him, and it will be covered up. So the hometown crowd leaving the stadium, heading home for the night. The road crowd very pleased with what they've seen from their Red Wings tonight. And the home crowd will leave disappointed. Majority leaving the seats as that one whistles high over Mrazek. Foligno crashing the net. Can't put it by Talbot as it cleared out once more. 50 seconds to go. Connor Murphy. Up to Donato. Bertuzzi. Looking for a pass. Cannot do so. Cleared up. Towards Veleno with 25. Rasmussen towards the net, saved by Mrazek at what might be his final of the night. Chicago will head to Dallas tomorrow to play the Stars. And they will, Connor Murphy will just ride this one out. The Detroit Red Wings come into Chicago and pull off a huge victory over the Blackhawks, 4-1. It's a 4-game winning streak for the Red Wings over the Blackhawks, the longest since 2009, in which they won 5 in a row. So, the Blackhawks will go home empty. Or, well... And the Red Wings with a nice road win over their hated rivals. These two teams will meet in Detroit January 10th. We will see the Red Wings on TNT next week against the Pittsburgh Penguins. 4-1 Red Wings over the Blackhawks. Chicago drops a big one against their big rivals. Kane is now 2-0 in Chicago as a member of the Red Wings. And that'll do it. So long from Chicago. And I'll end that. And that one sucks. That one sucks a lot. And if no one has any comments, if anyone has any couple last thoughts they want to get out there, go ahead and drop them in the chat. But if not, I will go ahead and just go ahead and end stream here. That one wasn't fun. I'm going to be honest. That was just not a fun game. Hawks were outplayed. It was very clear. And frankly, the game was lost when they let up a goal with 1 minute to go in the first period. That was when they lost this game. They were able to tie it. But it, you know, that goal proved to be too big. Yeah, that one's gonna hurt. But you gotta pick yourself up right there, because you got another game tomorrow on the road against a really good Dallas team. So yeah, there you have it. Please give it a like if you liked it. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these streams. And I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and end stream here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all had a good time despite the outcome. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.